Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. This is my last on site remote video, I guess, for at least a few days. I'm going to be home back in the studio, so good audio, good video. We got a chroma key. I'm very excited. So crypto, huh? What else to tell you about this one, man? We knew this was coming. All right, we knew this was coming. People have been everyone's been kicking it, kicking that can around. Well, what's going to take to set it off? And yeah. We all knew this was coming. The world knew this was coming. Internationally, we knew this was coming. We knew he was going to go into Ukraine. When as soon as he did, that everything was just going to go bust, and he did, and it did. Now, here's what you got to keep in mind. I'm not really here to hype it up or to hype you up or to try to keep you focused. It's that I don't really do that. But what you got to keep in mind is that this is a lateral bust. I mean, everything straight down. This is not your first time. This is not my first time. This is crypto. All right, and this is what happens in crypto. Now, I tend to always leave a little bit in UST, just my fun money, my end of the world money, and when this happens, I'm poised to buy. Now that's great for me. I'm not, it's tough. It's real tough to make that decision because while that money is sitting there in UST, it's effectively doing nothing. I need this liquid so that I can move right this second, not 24 hours from now, not 2 weeks from now. I need a liquid right now. And in the time that I have it sitting there, it's not earning anything. It's just absolutely flat. I'm effectively holding dollars. And I don't like to do that because when you can get such a high percentage on effectively everything over in Cosmos, it is tough to just sit there and have money just aging. It's doing nothing. It'll be worth, it's just sitting there being susceptible to inflation. But when it does happen, or when you do see that something's coming, when you can sniff it out, and we've all sniffed it, we've been talking about this for weeks. All right, this is not a surprise. All of us said, "Oh, I had no idea this was coming." We've been talking about it here for weeks. So when it does happen, that you're at least poised to get some good buys. Now, this isn't a buy the dip kind of thing. It absolutely is not. This is just prudent money. All right, this is knowing and looking beyond the small bubble that we tend to live in crypto and looking at the big wide world. And when you look at the big wide world and you see all of these factors starting to line up, I mean, 150,000 troops surrounding Ukraine. That's not a call for help. All right, that's not a threat. That's we're doing this. I mean, it costs money to keep them there. They're not just going to do that to rattle sabers. You know it was coming, and here it is. So the markets tanked, absolutely tanked. Crypto tanked, Nasdaq tanked, world markets are tanking. The Russian ruble is just absolutely bottomed out. The Ukrainian money's just gone. Uh, I personally see this as one of the best reasons ever for crypto is the fact that it can't be really affected by one single sovereign entity that's just going to say we're going to take out everything because it doesn't work that way. It's borderless. So when it's short up, but you know what? That's getting off topic. I don't want to get into that, but I'll talk about it on the live stream tonight. Uh, for where you're sitting right now, keep in mind it's all about buying power. It is all about buying power. And when you have a lateral bust like we had, uh, what you had is still effectively worth the same as it was because it has the same amount of buying power. So if you were moving from token to token to token, you can do that. Some of them went down a little bit harder than others. Osmo, I personally think, held up pretty well. Uh, but if you're moving from token to token, it's you're going to be able to get the same amount now that you were able to get yesterday because the prices, again, they all fell laterally. And from an APR standpoint, if you are investing the way that I am investing, really doesn't matter. The price today doesn't matter. The price tomorrow doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, the price 14 days from now really doesn't matter because you're staked and dug in. But from a purely math standpoint, your rewards are not paid in dollars. Your rewards are paid in tokens. Your rewards for LPs are paid in Osmo. That's tokens. So you are getting the exact same amount of rewards today that you got yesterday. And the price of Bitcoin is irrelevant. The price of all these tokens are irrelevant. The only time it matters is when you're cashing them out. When you are going from crypto to fiat, now the price matters. But if you're not, the price really doesn't. And the fact that you are still earning these just insanely high APRs, it just works out better for you, man. You are going to have more tokens. Markets recover, world stabilize, oil goes back down. It works out because this is a long game. This is investing, and investing is a long game. So as long as your tokens are still going up, it's going to work out just fine, man. It's going to work out just fine. But keep that in mind. So even though the tokens are worth 15% less today, doesn't matter. You still are getting more of them. That's what matters. You're getting more of them without putting in any of your own capital. That's what matters. And if you look at it from that mindset, doesn't really matter, man. Doesn't really matter. You notice, you see how I'm not terribly fussed? Because I'm not terribly fussed. My money's in well. It's in the right place at the right time, and it is continuing to grow. The tokens are growing. That's what matters. Anyway, keep that in mind, and we will be having probably a pretty fiery live stream tonight. So if you guys would like to join us, 1900 Central, hope to see you there. That's it. Until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money. Cheers.